Hi, Agendites. John here. I know, it's been a while. Our last episode was with Tim in August, where we talked to him about his fundraising. And after that, we abruptly put things on hold. And, we did this because there are a lot of big changes happening in the lives of our crew. More specifically, Josh and Danelle got married. And so we wanted to give them some space to really focus in on planning their big day. And then after that, all the changes that happened afterwards and settling into their new lives. So in the next two episodes, what we're going to do is just take some time to hear from our crew, get any updates of what they've been up to in the last couple months. Now, there's a lot to be said, and when we were recording this, when we met up, it was a long recording session, and so we're just splitting it into two episodes, and you can look forward to the continuation of the updates in the next episode. So sit back and enjoy. It's great to be with you again. And thank you to all of our listeners who kept asking when we would come back. It's great knowing that all of you really enjoy these random little conversations that we record that really make you think, does this meeting have an agenda?
Josh
is now joining.
Lawrence
is now joining.
Does this meeting have an agenda? Josh, it's good to see you again.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It really has been.
Well, not since we've seen each other.
No.
But since we've recorded the podcast.
Since we've talked to each other with microphones.
Yeah, while looking at each other.
That's right.
With intense eye contact.
But the thing is, we're not on the same couch this time.
No, yeah, we switched up the orientation of this room a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's different.
It's nice.
Hey, who are you beside though?
I am beside Danelle.
Danelle, who is your
wife. Yay! Guys, we got married.
That's crazy.
Hi.
That's Danelle.
That's Danelle's voice.
Yes, we did.
Nice. And do you know who was at that wedding?
Yeah, who?
Brindley.
Oh, it's at their wedding.
Sitting beside me on this couch.
Nice.
With so much space.
Someone almost called us a love seat.
Yeah, it's like we left space for an extra person here.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Jesus.
Wow. But so today's podcast is going to be just an update of what we've been up to.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of stopped abruptly.
Very abruptly.
Yeah. Because.
Yeah. When was the last episode released? Do you remember?
No. But Producer John whispered August to us.
Oh, was it August? Oh, wow. Who was it with? Oh, that was with Tim.
Tim. Tall Tim.
Tall Tim.
Yeah.
That was a fun episode. I remember because my snack stash decreased by half by the time the podcast was finished.
No.
I mean,
but just to be clear, it's because Tim biked here from work.
Yeah.
And was snacking.
Oh, he needed the calories.
Yeah.
It was a party. I'm glad you guys enjoyed. It's fun. There's a reason I have an open snack bar at the house.
Why wasn't I there?
We weren't married
probably
yet.
wedding planning.
Yeah, probably. I was probably. Wait, it was August that you recorded it?
I think end of August.
End of August?
Yeah.
How was that time leading up to the wedding from the month? You guys got married at the end of September? So how was that the
September
month leading
20th,
up to it?
be
I think
exact.
we were fighting a lot.
Yes, we were.
It's a tough time. I think
Yeah,
that
it's
was for
brutal.
us. I think that was probably the most challenging time of our whole relationship. Was the leading up to the wedding, and then after
Yeah.
wedding, you're like, "Oh, I can exhale. This is great."
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have fought a lot. We don't really, we have fought a lot less since getting married. I think a lot of it was due to stress.
Yeah.
A lot of the tension and the arguments and stuff, but
Yeah, a lot of it was like, I feel alone in this, and you're not helping. And then,
can you guess who's
It was in Josh's voice, so I'm thinking
Right.
it was him.
yeah.
right.
But a lot, and there was a lot of our friend Nat said that a lot of the things that we are stressed about, and not that marriage is going to be the silver bullet to end all of our problems, but a lot of the like the tensions and the
Mm.
issues that we faced
Mhm.
were kind of resolved after we got married.
Mhm.
I think yeah, things are a lot easier. Like driving around and stuff like that, like
Mhm.
dropping
Yeah,
each other
coordinating
off,
that stuff.
coordinating all that stuff,
Having to
and
leave at a certain
having to
time.
leave at a certain time, like everything kind of like resolved after we got married. So
Yeah, and I think like living together helped with you kind of know at the end of the day. Because I think before we were married, I was always like, oh, I want to see Josh, and like, oh, he's busy, but I want to see him after, but it's gonna be so late, and like
Mhm.
those kind of things. It's like now it's like we just come home, and I know every day at the end of the day, I'll see Josh,
Aw.
and like a lot of that. Yeah,
Could we have a
I'm
collective
definitely
moment?
more
Just
clingy than you.
Aw.
Oh yeah, you should put in the sound
So
effect.
cute.
Yeah.
In 3, 2, 1.
Aww.
No, there's a sound effect.
Oh yeah. So
We're just
Why is
quiet.
it cute?
3, 2, 1.
Oh.
3, 2, 1. Thank you guys.
Nice. Oh, that's so. Just from the thought, just like an audience. Aw.
So heartfelt.
Thanks,
Nice.
y'all.
Man, we have like 1,000 people in the audience. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Like 1 million people.
Yeah.
Wow. 1 million
I
people.
want to thank
Aye.
all these subscribers.
can
Anyway,
can you subscribe on?
Spotify.
You can.
You could follow.
Follow.
It's a follow.
Oh, there you go.
What it is basically.
Give us a follow. Comment on the
Yeah. But anyway,
down below.
yes, stress.
So what do you remember about the day? Like what was your
Oh,
Your
most
wedding
favorite
day.
part?
the wedding day was
Yeah.
so awesome. There's so much that I recall and that I loved.
Oh, dude,
We
the
should
firemen came to where the girls
Yes.
were
okay,
getting
we'll
ready.
start from the morning.
Yes, please
So
do. I missed this.
Mm.
We had the whole wedding at the church, including getting ready.
Nice.
That's
So
great.
at the church, we can I name rooms in the
Yeah.
church? The girls got ready, showed up at 6 a.m. I actually unarmed the whole building.
Nice.
Perks
of working at the church.
Yeah, like I didn't book the room.
Sorry,
You
Minaroo.
booked the church
Sorry,
though. It's
Minaroo.
fine.
I did. Anyway, we got ready in the upper room, which
Oh.
after that, like I was talking to some of the communications people that book weddings and stuff. They're like, that's a great idea.
Mm.
Like we should consider that in the wedding packages for people.
Mm.
Okay, because it's a new room and it like overlooks the whole parking lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like
Yeah.
kind of secluded. Like people don't know how to get to it if they
Yes.
haven't been there before.
Yeah.
And you
Yes.
don't really like look up to see it.
Right.
And
There's like a VIP
lots
toilet.
of natural sunlight
Great
comes in.
view too.
So
Exactly.
we got our makeup done there, and it was really good
Wow.
because there was so much natural lighting that came
That's
in.
cool.
Right.
Anyway, we got there at 6, and the whole morning, all of us, me, bridesmaids, my mom, and my niece, so cute, got ready there. And at about like, what time would it have been? Like 10 or something like that. My sister, she was like steaming the dresses,
That's
but
nice.
the steamer was right beneath one of the
Oh.
fire detectors or the smoke detectors,
Mhm.
and we didn't realize like
The steam.
it's like, where's water, and we didn't notice
Oh,
it was there, and
gosh.
the whole building,
fire alarm
the
went
fire
off.
alarm went off,
Oh
And
shoot.
so
and it was like it's not like the fire alarms at home where it's like beep beep, it's like
The
a
whole
bell.
thing. Oh gosh.
Oh.
and then we just next door, like across the street, you
Well,
just
that's good.
see
The,
the fire truck
leave.
pull out and then come drive for about 10 seconds to us.
They might as well just walked over
I
at
was
that
so
point.
confused because I was like, we're not like the curlers and stuff can't,
Mm-hmm.
because we didn't realize like steamers, whatever. Anyway, we were like, I was like, what did the boys do in the kitchen? I was like blaming them. So I messaged.
we were making we
had
were
a-
making breakfast.
They were
for
making
you
breakfast in
guys.
the kitchen.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I messaged. We had like a whole group chat with everyone. I was like, "Hey guys, is everything okay?"
set it off?
And I know I wasn't mad. I was like,
Okay,
"Is
good.
everything okay in the kitchen?" I just felt bad because Minoru was there and Jen. Like there were people working,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "Oh, that's." And so I messaged them, and they were like, "Yeah, I don't know." So anyway, the firemen came. And, there's a few of them in their outfits.
You mean their uniform?
You were in an
For
outfit.
safety.
They were in uniform.
They came in and everyone was making jokes like, "Ooh, who ordered the fire?" Anyway, they
Usually
came
they do
in
that
and
for bachelorette parties beforehand.
They saw what was going on. Like we were all like had our makeup done, and like my sister was like, "Oh, like she's getting married today." Oh, so they, obviously were checking, and they saw
Congratulations, here's a calendar.
they saw the detector, and then we were like, "Yeah, the steamer was underneath it."
Oops.
And they're like, okay, just like move the steamer to not that area, and you guys will be
Maybe
fine,"
not
kinda
do that
thing.
again.
Yeah, but I felt
Goodbye.
bad because I was like, I don't know how it works. Like, do they charge the church? But they don't. So anyway, so that was that morning. What else?
What a way to
happened?
start off.
Yeah. What else happened that day? What time did you guys show up? The boys.
Yeah.
Like at 9:30.
Producer John was one of the groomsmen.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yay. 9:30.
Yeah, or like 8,
But what time did you
8:39.
wake up? I'm curious.
The girls, you mean?
No, Josh.
I woke up at 5.
Like
I'll tell you
uh,
after.
I woke up at like 8:30
Nice.
Yeah.
because we were gonna cook for these guys.
Hmm.
So
I
good.
had
So-
to give them something to do.
Yeah,
I was
right?
like,
And
maybe they
so-
can cook.
So
And we did, and then it was like we went upstairs.
No, you didn't. You couldn't see me.
No, we went upstairs to go change.
Oh, to
like,
change,
to
yes,
the
on
other,
the other building.
the other building, other room.
Yeah.
And we were just like sitting for a long time, and we were drawing. Each of them took turns
whiteboard.
drawing a portrait of me on the whiteboard.
That's cute.
Yeah, it was really fun. And then, yeah, it was just like a lot of sitting around and pretending to get ready for Preston, who was taking our pictures.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, because all we had to do is just like put on slacks and then put on the barong, and
I
that
mean,
was
your
it.
hair didn't take too long to.
My
Yeah,
hair
right,
didn't
right,
take
right.
too long. I did
Dang.
it the night before, actually.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
Well,
Smart.
yeah.
so the whole week of the wedding, Josh was growing out his
Mhm.
his hair,
Yeah.
and his facial hair. I was like,
Mhm.
Josh, what are you? like,
Why?
you know, you have to, shave for your wedding this week. And he was like, well, yeah, I need something to do on the day of. So
Oh yeah,
I'm
grow
thinking
it
ahead. I
That's
love
right.
it.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
one.
Thank you. Thank you.
So nice. I shaved. Well, I guess I shaved at home, and then I went to the church.
yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was that morning. It was just a whole morning for the girls. It was like 6 hours of just like one person after the other. There were 3 artists. They did a great job, and they were all really kind.
Oh, cool.
Did you have
Um,
like karaoke going on during
no,
that time, or
but
like was
I
it more
played-
reserved and
I
like?
played a playlist. Actually, it's a playlist that Josh has made, just a general one, and it's just like good vibes playlist.
Aw.
And the artists really liked them. One of them was like,
Oh,
"What playlist is that?" And so I sent it to her.
You did.
I did. I airdropped it to her,
Sick.
and because she really liked the music, and so
that's good.
yeah, we just chilled. We just chatted. Yeah, it was really sweet because my sister's daughter, she's like the oldest niece in our family. She's 8, and she was so excited. Like my sister, she picked up me and all my sisters. All 4 of us were in the van, and Maya came, and I was like, the whole morning, like she was tired, you could tell, but she was so excited that she didn't care.
Mm.
I was like, oh Maya, do you want to like? It was like 6:00, 6:30. I'm like, do you want to lie down? She's like, no. So we just pulled up some chairs and we just like watched. And originally we weren't gonna have her like be part of the makeup because I ordered a certain amount, but the lady was like, oh, like does she want? And so I paid her later, and it was worth it. It was like so cute. She was so pumped, super excited. She was like a junior bridesmaid.
She was so confident too, walking in with
yeah.
all of you.
Yeah.
So
Oh
cute.
yeah.
The flower girl.
She's like, I'm a part of this too.
Yeah, it was so cute. And she came for like, we did pictures before the ceremony and first look and stuff. So she came and she just like watched she was in some of the pictures, but it was really cute.
I think that must have been really cool for her because like for the longest time like like it's because like it's not all the time that like kids get to be involved in stuff, and so in you guys doing that, it's like, oh, I get to be a part of what my aunties or like what my titas are doing,
To be with the big girls.
to be with the big
Yeah.
girls, and that means so much to a kid,
Yeah.
which is so
And,
cool.
and I think that was maybe I would say that would be the overarching like highlight of our day that we wanted was, I think, we wanted our wedding day to consist of, well, overall like joy and celebration, and we wanted our day to celebrate like obviously us, but honor God and also honor our family and friends and celebrate with them.
It was every bit
So
of that. Like it was one of
was
the
the
most
whole-
beautiful weddings that we've been to, and like, we've been to a lot of weddings this summer. We
Like a
how many?
lot.
Like 14.
Yeah, you're so
1,000.
popular.
14?
I think 12 actually.
doesn't
from
it- isn't it-
February to y'all?
That's actually a lot.
Basically.
Wow.
So we
You're so
we
popular.
we like
Yeah,
debrief.
how do we
It's
get so
ridiculous.
popular?
We love all our friends, and
I
we're
don't
so
have that many
excited for them.
friends.
But we need to stop making friends. But we debrief like each of
Yeah.
these weddings that we've been to, and like what did you love about this wedding? What made it so unique? What told us about the couple in their wedding? And I remember reflecting on y'all's, and well, besides the fact that I was like bawling my eyes out when you guys were giving your vows, because I like had all these like, it's like flash forward visions or something of like us all like growing old and raising our families together and like living in the same neighborhood and just like being
Yeah.
involved with each other's lives and actually being a support system
Mhm.
for you guys. So that's what I was thinking about. But I was like, this is such a beautiful moment. And it was, you could just tell the Holy Spirit was there. Like God was so present with you on that time. It was like it was a great mixture of you guys being like funny, like when one of your groomsmen come up to Josh.
Oh gosh,
Just like
yeah. I was
slapped
gonna
him
say-
so
oh,
hard in the
gosh.
the back of his head.
You guys
Yeah.
were
I
like
was-
dabbing up, and he came in like, what did he do? I forgot.
So there, it's he. Yeah, so Daniel,
We all
he was
know.
on the
Been on-
podcast. He was on the podcast.
the
few
unofficial co-host of the podcast.
Every now and then, yeah.
Phantom co-host. No, he like so every time we like I guess like shake hand, dap up or whatever. He like taps you on the back of the head kind of thing.
But he does it to everyone.
He does that to everyone,
not
and
just-
so and so we did that. He like climbed up onto the altar, and like
I mean,
to
he
take
walked
his-
up the steps.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
It sounds so like
Like you're
Well,
gonna
he works
sacrifice
at the
him.
Hive now, so.
Sacrificial
No,
lamb.
he walked up and then to take his spot, and and so he did that, but I guess like my head was just like a little bit like
you were sweaty.
moist
And you were freshly shaven
and
because you had
freshly
so much time
shaven.
that
Yeah,
morning.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so he went like, and then also his like hand placement or whatever.
Perfect contact.
And so
Right.
he made perfect contact.
Oh, so good.
And it like reverberated. It reverberated in the
It
sanctuary.
echoed in the
It was
entire room.
so loud.
Like everybody had to take a pause after that moment
100%.
just to laugh it off.
It was
funny.
so like because it sounded worse than it actually was.
It's,
Like
I was like, he better not have just knocked him out.
yeah, seriously.
like a
I
big
was-
red
It was
mark on the
such a
back of your head.
Crisp
I was so
sound.
sad because I was all the way in the back and like behind a door because I couldn't be seen because there was little cracks in the window
Mm-hmm.
that the curtain didn't fully cover. So obviously people are looking back to see the people walking in. So I had to be hiding. So I didn't know what happened. I just heard laughter. I was like, what happened? I want to know.
I feel left out.
I felt left out like that whole time. It's such a weird experience waiting as
Yeah.
like the bride. Like obviously it's a very special moment in your life. And so and it's you hope to experience it once, but like and it's something that I never thought really I would experience, or like maybe I was never really the little girl that like dreamt of her wedding. So when we were planning our wedding, like that's when I started like imagining it.
Yeah.
And so to experience it, I was like it was so weird. So like that moment was the most, it felt almost isolating a little bit
Yeah.
in a good way, where I was like this is like a huge moment. And there was a moment where I was just like thinking about, because once, who was the last people to go? My mom and my brother.
Yeah.
It was just me
Yeah.
for like maybe a few seconds, and then like the wedding coordinator came in, escorted me and prepared me. But those few seconds where I'm like by myself, oh, I was so nervous. even though all you have to do is walk. Like
Mhm,
I was so
mhm.
nervous, and it was like I was with the Lord. It was just like
Aw.
me and God for a second. I was like, okay,
You
here
could
we
tell,
go.
like you were so radiant as soon as those doors
Mhm.
opened. Like
Oh, I
I
was
think
trying so hard not
everybody
to cry.
kind of had a collective. Like I don't
Danelle's
know.
wearing
I don't know if it's
makeup.
like the sun. Well, that's true. I was like, oh my gosh, she's
And
wearing
a
makeup. What the heck?
dress.
And a dress. Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's
thought
true.
she
I
was
think
gonna
I've
wear a
only seen you in a
romper.
dress
Yeah.
once.
It's
But like
and
also the
not
sunlight
dots.
was coming in behind you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, from the windows. And
Oh.
so you were literally glowing and
Whoa.
everybody was just like so excited.
It's true.
That's cool.
And you could tell you're kind of fighting back a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Like, no, I
I
have to
was
just
like-
get down there.
I think
you know?
when the doors opened,
Mm.
before I walked, I took a deep breath first. I was like,
Okay.
and then I started walking.
Well,
Yeah.
even our friend like
good.
Rose, who was like helping out a little
I'll hold the
bit.
door open.
Aw.
yeah.
She held the door open. She's like, she was saying how she was like trying to cheer Danelle on.
Aw.
Danelle was just like so locked in.
Aw.
Walk.
And Rose was like trying not to cry too. She was like
Aw.
Mm.
shuddering while like holding the door. But she was like cheer. Yeah, she
so
she asked me later. She's like,
Mm.
I was like, I don't like. I remember her there, and I remember her open the door, but that's all I remember.
Mm.
But she said she was like cheering me on. I was like, I didn't hear anything. I was so tunnel visioned.
So what were you looking at?
I actually, when the doors opened, I looked at the first few people in those like
Mhm.
the edges, and like kind of just looked around and like smiled at them, and then I just looked straight ahead, and then I saw Josh. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. So then I looked at John. I like
John-
looked at the cross, or like I kind of just looked ahead.
Past
Like
past
John,
us.
Yeah,
Like
because I just
producer John?
couldn't. Pastor John, yeah.
Oh, Pastor John, not
John.
producer John.
No,
I was like,
because
that's kinda
you were
weird.
kind of like near the side, so because it was Josh and then John,
Yeah.
Pastor John, and then like the cross too. So I kind of just looked in that area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A couple times I looked at you and I was like, oh crap, I can't.
I'm gonna lose it.
I'm gonna lose it. I can't.
Look at this guy.
I feel like when I was walking toward you on our wedding day,
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at you, like making sure you had tears in your eyes.
Yep.
So I was
That's
like
so
threatening,
funny.
you better be
Oh, gosh,
crying.
we didn't
Your
have
Uncle
to-
Terry like showed me his piece, and I was like, okay, I'm crying. I'll cry.
That's
fine.
so
That's true.
funny.
My uncle that is in Texas, so my uncle that likes to carry guns. He was opening the door for me, and so we joke that he was in the back
That's
looking at
so
Lawrence and like
funny.
showing him his pistol.
That's
so
so
he would
funny.
cry.
Look back. Oh, yeah. No,
Hilarious.
this is emotional for me.
Yeah,
So happy.
I think
Well,
we were the opposite. We had to like try not. I was trying not to cry because of my makeup. Like it was
Mhm.
that kind of vibe. Because we did the order of our day was like first look and pictures, then ceremony,
Oh, right.
then reception.
Oh, that's good.
So we did a first look and like trying not to cry there. We like prayed together before,
Aw.
like back to back.
Oh, cute.
And so like praying together, I was like already crying and seeing each other. And then when we got back to the church after we did all our photos, there was like an hour I think of like chill before the ceremony, and Preston had an idea to like have us just worship together before the ceremony. And so he like
Before the
Asked-
reception?
or sorry, no, the ceremony.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah.
And it was beautiful.
Mm.
We were in the upper room, and
Mm.
Josh played the guitar, and I have a picture. I'll
Oh.
show you in a bit, or I could show you. But it was like his idea, and we did, and it was very powerful, and we both
I was like, you shouldn't show because it'll interfere.
really.
oh yeah.
Yeah, producer John, can
really?
you hear it? Hear the interference?
Oh, okay,
He was
just
like,
kidding. I'm not gonna show you the picture.
We'll see it afterwards.
We'll see it
Sounds
after.
good.
Anyway, so we were worshiping together, and it was like super beautiful. But it was right before the ceremony, and I was like trying not to like smudge my makeup and stuff.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I had to not care.
Mhm.
Like it's like pictures are pictures. It
Mhm.
shows a real moment. So
Mm.
I think I tried my best, but yeah. I don't know. We were deaf crying. Like
Yeah.
at one point I couldn't even sing.
Well, I didn't even have makeup, so
Oh.
there was nothing
No?
to ruin. Oh,
You just looked that good.
I woke up like this.
Anyway, so then we did that, and then ceremony.
Mm.
Loved the ceremony. I think that was my favorite, one of my favorite like moments of the day.
I liked when you turned around too, right before you guys faced each other, and you like looked over at the crowd and you're like, whoa.
Yeah,
Hi, everybody.
It was crazy.
We're all just like beaming, like
Yeah.
so excited to be there.
Super cool.
So cute.
Yo, shout out-
Even a couple people like crashed because they were like, I'm not missing this.
Mm.
Yeah, my parents crashed.
Yes, they did.
Oh yeah,
And it was great.
that was awesome.
You had like another crash, right?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, like a random person was like,
Yes. Oh yeah.
yeah.
Random
yeah.
dude.
Random
And I
dude.
saw
to turn him away.
no, because he kind of showed up to like our random like rehearsals, which is fine because it's like it's church, like whatever.
Wedding
Did it-
rehearsal?
No,
or-
like a band rehearsal. Sorry, for like the Sunday night service.
Yeah.
So for that, I didn't really care because I'm like, I mean, it's
Whatever.
church.
Yeah.
But he showed up to our wedding rehearsal, which is a private event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And nothing
So-
else is happening at the church that day.
Yeah. So I'm like, what? Why is he here? And then wedding day, we're in the upper room, and like you mentioned, you could see the parking lot from the window. So I see him like he's walking in, and so I tell our coordinator, I'm like, can you get him to like not be here? It's kind of weird, like So then I think who asked him to leave? Was it you?
No, it was
Was it Rachel?
Rachel, I think.
Yeah.
Ah,
Or she
Yeah.
talked to him beforehand. She's like, yeah, you can't be here. And then your wedding coordinator came and reinforced it.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
It's just weird.
random.
It's just like it's a private event. Like it's different if it's church
Yeah.
or a church service
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
anyone's invited to that, obviously.
Yeah.
But it was a private event. Yes, we did.
That's the first
What?
time we've ever been asked to be like bouncers at a wedding.
Yes, you were bouncers.
We were?
Unofficially.
Unofficially.
Oh, we didn't do a good job.
No, we didn't.
No, we were like more like guests.
This is why this is
That's
the first
okay.
and last time we'll be bouncers at a wedding.
That's
Hey, you know
okay.
what? That's fine.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I gave you the whole list, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's good.
I think Brindley shared it with me, and I was like,
But then I was like,
Cool.
I don't know half these people. So even
Yeah.
if they walk in,
Yeah,
I won't know if
That's
that's,
that's
true.
okay.
who it is or not.
It was more like just in case.
Yeah.
You know? But it
Yeah.
turned out fine. But yeah, honestly, like shout out to the band.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's so good.
John on the piano,
Mm-hmm.
Rachel on violin, and Grace on
Mhm.
vocals. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Fantastic.
Sorry, I'm talking too much. You share your thoughts on our wedding day, Josh.
You could talk about the reception. What was your favorite part
Oh,
of the
yeah.
reception?
oh, yeah.
I think all the kids running around.
Oh, it was so
Aw.
sweet.
That was a lot of
Mm.
fun.
You guys did a really good job of
Yeah.
including them.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes it's like, I feel like you can bring your kid, but your kid has to be quiet
Right.
and like do all the adult stuff.
hmm
But you really had a good activity set for them. I wanna say.
Yeah.
I think that was like. Sorry,
I think that was my my wish for our wedding was that kids can just be kids.
Mhm.
I think, and of course, there's a time where you need to where they need to be a little bit more, on their best behavior,
quiet,
like
yeah.
quiet and
Mhm.
stuff. But I'm like, I mean, kids will learn that eventually. Like, they don't need to act like adults,
Mhm.
especially since, I feel like I wanted a space like that where I could have been myself as a kid, and so.
Mm.
Yeah.
And plus, I just like when they do that stuff. It just makes me so happy, and it makes me laugh all the time
Mhm.
because I'm like, you're just a kid, and
Yeah.
you don't know any better, and that's
Yeah.
okay.
I think for me, I also I have lots of nieces and nephews, and I wanted them to be at our wedding,
Mhm.
like without doubt. But I didn't want them to be bored or like feel like they're just here because it's their aunt's wedding or whatever.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, and I think maybe for us too, we also understand. It's just like I don't know. We talked about like, I mean, if we want kids in the future, like, why don't we include the kids that are in our life now,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
like invite them and be part of it. And so, we tried our best to.
So how did you
make
like
that.
practically make space for them?
We
at the wedding?
we have a friend. Her name is Joy, who she does graphic design. So we
Cool.
asked her to make designs of like picture. Actually, I sent her some pictures of us, and she like made them into like cartoons almost.
Yeah.
And then she like blew them up and made this huge giant sheet of paper on a table, and we just made like a kids corner for coloring.
Yeah, we
But
bought,
made
like,
it-
pencil, or we bought like crayons and
Crayons and
markers so
markers.
that kids can just like.
Yeah, because
But apparently they just liked orange because it's
it's all orange. It's on our wall.
all
But like I think originally we had that idea, but then I was like, maybe not like random stuff. Then like so she had some good ideas too. We talked about it in like the spring, and yeah, she made the vision come to life. So we had a kids corner for coloring, and also like some loose leaf sheets of coloring and stuff too.
Cute.
And like word searches and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so that's how we got kind of incorporated it in case they got like bored or need something to do. And then I think even practically, like I think the way that we shaped our reception, we made it so it's not like, we made it pretty informal. It was still formal, like it had its pieces, but yeah, there were so many things that with wedding planning, it's so interesting because people have their their thoughts and like you should do this and that. But I think for us, we had to sit down and be like, what are the things we really care about? What are the things we don't really care for? One of those things is like cutting a wedding cake. Like, I'll just have some donuts.
We're so fun.
But yeah, those are some
So
practical
that
ways.
particular piece of paper, table long piece of paper. So we were cleaning up after the wedding, and I was like, "What do we do with this? It's so cool looking."
Yeah.
It's like your face is all printed on here, and like all your nieces and nephews are coloring it.
Yeah.
So we rolled it up. Like I was helping people like kind of figure out where to put stuff and what to do, what to recycle, what not to. And I was like, "Oh, I'll take it." And they gave me like your house keys. Why? I have no idea why they trusted me with that.
I said,
Okay.
can you give it to Brindley if there's anything that, because you guys live close by too.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was me.
It'll be accessible. But I looked at Lawrence. I'm like, guess what I have? I have keys. And
Little
so
do they
You had
know.
both our keys too.
I have both your keys. So I'm like, haha. So I was like, okay, we're gonna take the banner and we're gonna put it up in their house.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I had several ideas of things I wanted to do,
And we did some of them.
and we did some of them, and it was super fun.
What were some of them?
Did you like?
You put the banner up.
So I put the
yeah.
banner
You
up.
also you did this with Tate and Elliot.
Yes,
as well.
because they were staying with us.
Yes.
Which was super fun. So I was like, guys, we got home that night.
Miss you guys.
We had like a bunch of people hang out at the house with us that night.
Mm.
Talked about a bunch of random things, and
Yep.
then
Judge each other's outfits.
yeah, we gave outfit of the
Judge.
day.
Yeah.
This dress was
Was
sponsored
producer
by
John there?
winners, like all those things.
And this,
Yeah.
No, producer John and producer Rachel, I don't know where they went, but they weren't with us.
Oh, the night of our wedding.
Yeah,
Oh, or did they come? Did you
I
come?
feel like you. Yeah, they were.
No,
here.
they were there.
We just had a bunch of food and snacks, and yeah.
the rest,
Starting
the rest
rumors.
of the car- We're really good at that on this podcast.
Yeah.
What?
Huh?
Starting rumors.
Starting rumors.
Spreading
Yeah,
rumors.
misinformation.
Yes, I am
Yeah.
really good at that.
What is it called?
Misinformation.
Disseminating misinformation.
Yes.
So
Yes.
funny.
Yeah. So if you're
Anyway.
listening to this podcast hoping to learn things, the wrong
Take it-
podcast,
Wrong
probably.
podcast.
Take it with a grain
is
of
Not
not it.
salt.
informational, just
Yeah.
entertaining.
Yeah.
So, sorry. What did you do to your house?
Yeah.
Can you tell
So
the audience?
in the morning,
In
I
the
looked
morning.
at Tate and Elliot. And I was like, we have stuff to do. And then you called me and you were like, hey, do you have my keys? I was like, yes. when are you guys planning on heading home? And you're like, I don't know, like an hour. And I'm like looking at everybody, like motioning with my hand. Let's go, wrap it up. Let's go. We gotta go.
Yeah.
You're, like,
And
eating
so,
breakfast,
we're
probably,
like,
like,
scarfing
relaxing.
down breakfast.
Uh-huh.
And
Remember that.
because we had a plan, we had
We had a plan to
very
execute.
limited time to get there. So we jumped in the car.
Yeah.
Gathered
I
our
rode my bike.
supplies. Oh, that's true. Because there wasn't enough room in the car. That's so funny. With all the stuff that we brought from the wedding and like,
Oh yeah.
all the stuff we were bringing to you. So
Yep.
we came in and put the banner on the wall. And then I looked at Tate and Elliot. I was like, are you ready for this mission?
Mm-hmm.
And I gave them a package of condoms.
Are you allowed to say that?
I don't
It's
know.
fine. We're
We can
married.
bleep it
I
out.
don't know.
Yeah.
You know, just in case. You know somebody who needs them or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
there's like a whole package of these little googly eyes, like that you glue on certain craft projects.
yeah.
But they
Yeah.
were like all various sizes. So like there was one really, really, really small ones and some big ones. And I just looked at them. I was like, go nuts. Put them on everything.
Yeah.
And,
and
you
I-
did.
And you
Oh
did.
my
We
gosh.
were
We're still
laughing.
finding.
Still finding
I
that.
love
Still
it.
fine.
That was the goal. Like some of them you can immediately tell. And
It
then
was
some
on
of them
my
were so
dental
subtle.
floss. I saw yesterday, last night. It's on
Oh,
my little
good.
thing.
Honestly, Elliot was so creative. Like I was so impressed
I love
of the
it.
things he was thinking about putting it on
Shout
there.
out Elliot.
I
Yeah.
loved you put the giant googly eyes on the air fryer.
Yes.
And we still have it.
Oh,
I
perfect.
knew
the
they
air
were going to
fryer.
stay there because it's too cute.
Oh, it's
honestly.
so cute. It's
Yeah.
so cute.
My favorite one is, well, two of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
One was the picture right next to your room about your engagement picture, and there's
Yeah.
googly eyes on both of you.
Yes.
Which
Good
I
one.
just
Funny.
currently set that as my contact for Danelle, so it's great.
Yep, it's
Yeah.
so good.
It makes me happy because it comes up every time
Yeah.
you text me.
Cute.
But the second one was I've seen this done as a prank, and I really wanted to do it myself. Was to put it on the eggs in the carton in the fridge with like the little bitty tiny eyes.
Yes.
Yes.
And you did, right?
We did,
Yeah.
and
Yes,
we put it on
I think
all
I
of them.
remember, Yeah.
Yeah.
They all look like Josh's children
So I have a
because
picture.
they're brown eggs.
That's so funny.
So I have a picture of him like making really wide eyes, holding the carton of
Oh,
eggs
that's
with
the
all the
picture you
eyes.
showed me.
So that's his
Yeah.
contact picture.
Yes.
That's so
Yeah.
funny.
So good.
It's so good.
We
We put them in very random
We
places.
still have it on our fan, our ceiling fan.
Mm.
The Seraphim.
Seraphim.
Biblically accurate.
Seraphim.
Huh?
Seraphim.
Oh,
Fan.
Seraphim.
We
Yes.
put them on each of the
That's
blades.
really
Good.
It's so funny.
I
For
just
those-
called it
it's on our-
biblically
It's a winged
accurate.
creature.
It's
ceiling
on our
fan.
it's on our Switch, Nintendo Switch. You still have googly eyes on your laptop.
Perfect.
Did you find the ones on the ceiling? Not yet? Okay. Oops.
Huh?
On the ceiling. Who put it on the ceiling?
Put them on the ceiling.
That's pretty
somewhere.
random.
On the ceiling? Where?
In the
Yeah,
camera
you'll
that we
find
put.
it.
I mean, in the.
You.
Ooh. I
On
think
the
we also
ceiling?
saran wrapped the toilet, didn't we?
Yes, you did.
Yes.
Okay, yes. And we did one of the door frames. I don't remember which one.
I walked into it.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh yeah, it was everywhere.
The last time I did that to my parents, I put Vaseline all over it. So when they walked into it, it like stuck to their
Oh
face.
yeah.
Oh, you put
It was
googly
bad.
eyes on bowls.
Oh, yes.
We still have them on, and our guitar cases.
My
Oh yeah,
fa-
they were everywhere.
My
Anyway.
other favorite one was the Snoop Dogg cork.
Yes,
Yes.
I think we still have.
And we put
it.
little bitty tiny
Yeah.
googly eyes
That's
on
it,
Snoop
on
Dogg.
Snoop Dogg.
So cute.
So I thought that was like that was the highlight of my whole weekend. It was so funny. It
think
was
we
like
put
this
it-
vision that came to life.
Put on like a lot of perishable stuff too, like bananas.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh yes.
This
On our
won't last,
fruits. Yeah.
but that's okay.
So we had a good time. And then we you showed up and we're like, okay, we gotta like
We didn't notice.
just
at
calm down
first.
and
Yeah.
not show. So we're like asking questions like, so like, did you guys get any sleep? Like, do you need help unloading your car?
Right,
all these
right.
things.
Yeah, you guys
There's all these
sore?
things from the wedding.
No, I'm kidding.
So we're like just trying to do it.
Just from like, cause you're standing on your feet the whole day, you know.
Right.
Of
Yeah.
course.
That's what.
Are you tired? Your legs
Uh-huh.
tired? Just need.
Yeah.
How's your
just need to hang
sciatica?
out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So also, you guys you're like, well, aren't you going to carry her?
Oh yeah, over
Into
the
your
threshold.
house?
Naturally.
So
I didn't know about this.
so we did.
Yes.
Great.
So I
course.
did, and then
was
it was
great.
like, yay, awesome.
Welcome home.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
David Wood was preaching. Oh shoot, sorry. Pastor David was preaching. Pastor David was preaching.
I think it's fine because he's first name, last name, everywhere.
that's
It's
true.
true.
It's true.
Yeah.
Pastor David, he
It's
was
true.
like he was preaching about what was he preaching on? I forgot what was it. What was the
Heresies?
Romans.
no? What was the series that we were just in before Jonah?
Compelling community.
Compelling community, and he was talking about how the compelling community in the early church was compelling in Rome because it was what was it like the view on sexuality
Mm.
and
Marriage.
marriage. Yeah, that's what it was, and he was talking
We
about
were in
how like
the front row.
we were in the front row too, and we were talking. He was talking about how he was talking about how
It's like tradition.
like even like how the Romans back in the day did not have nobody was it wasn't equal, it was the
women
the
weren't
patriarch-
considered
yeah,
like, people.
the
essentially.
patriarch. And so he's like, yeah, did anybody
Hands up,
hands up if you
of the
heard of the
tradition.
tradition of carrying your wife through
Through
the
the
threshold.
And we were like,
And we were so excited. We're
We
like,
did
us,
it.
Us,
Oh,
us. He's like,
Josh and Danelle, you
oh,
guys did
yeah,
that."
that's awesome. No, he pointed this out. He was like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah, like,
Josh
Josh,
and
did you
Danelle,
do
you
that?
guys, you guys just got married. That's awesome. Did you carry Danelle through the threshold?
I'm
We're like,
yes,
yeah,
actually,
yeah, yeah.
And everyone's like,
And he's
yeah.
like, oh, cool. That's actually a pagan practice.
He's like, that's so pagan.
He's like, that is so pagan of you guys. I was like,
And
what?
everyone like was laughing.
And then
And
he was-
John, Pastor John was right beside us too, and he was laughing so hard.
and then he was like, yeah, because he was like, yeah, like the man would carry his property into his house.
So then I remember, and
Oh,
then he was
was like-
like, who taught you that? Whatever. I was, we were like,
Don't you
Tate told us to do it. Tate,
Tate. Sorry, Tate.
he wasn't even there. We're like, Tate
We're on the
said.
bus.
But
Running
and
the
then
bus.
I thought back
Sorry,
to when
Tate.
when he did that, like the day after our wedding, and you guys were like, oh yay, and Lawrence actually said like, you own her now, and I get like now I'm like, oh.
Yeah, in my
I
head,
get
I'm
why
like,
he
why
said
did
that
he
now.
say
Yeah.
that?
Did you learn that from David?
Yeah, I learned that from David.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pagan ritual.
Because I told him about that. And he's like, oh, he probably learned that from me.
It's true.
It's so funny.
Why didn't you stop him? You didn't stop Josh. I'm just kidding.
What were y'all like? Y'all's is yeah, like thoughts on the wedding,
Your guys'
favorite
wedding
moment.
or
Yeah.
weddings in general?
or like yeah, I guess like
They're great.
our wedding.
Your wedding was great. We picked up some snacks on the way for the wedding,
And the lumpia.
the lumpia,
A
and
whole
then
truck full.
yeah, a
So
whole truck
awesome.
full.
That's great.
I'm pretty sure you got more than you ordered.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. It's a tita that
Yeah.
we know. So
Thank you,
I actually
thank
need
you.
to text her.
Yeah. So if you need lumpia, Culinary is your place.
Yep.
That's right. Hey,
True.
shout out Culinary.
Shout
Yeah.
out. I
great.
used to work
In
there.
Coquitlam.
Yep.
Yeah.
My first job.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
So-
Crazy.
It's fun.
So
Anyway.
apparently, like when they took out the lumpia and they had it out, like this, one of our friends, his name was Luke. He was like about to like go and like grab one, but before he could, one of my cousin's kids, he's like maybe 11 years old.
Yeah.
He just like stood in front of the lumpia and he went like, he started to wash his hands like he's like about
Let's
to
go.
like cook or whatever. He's like,
Just dig in.
He's
Can you
just
hear
like-
that?
okay, cool.
Yeah. So he's just like, he's like getting ready.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just like,
Rubbing his hands
He's
together.
like, I'm gonna
So-
devour these
So
babies.
you got all the lumpia. Was it in the truck bed or was it in the?
Oh, it was
in
in
the
the truck
cab.
bed. It wouldn't fit in the cab.
yeah, no.
Actually,
Yeah.
There's like so many trays.
wow. We
Like
ordered
boxes
like
ready to go.
20, but were there more?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, there are
That's
a lot
awesome.
more.
I would not be surprised if there was 30.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to text her.
There's a lot.
Yeah. And then we were so, like the owner,
Mm.
Tita Rose, knows who I am because
Mhm.
we've met
that's right.
before. And then we like walk in.
You reintroduced me.
Yeah, I reintroduced Brindley because she knew like I was getting married. I got married, and then she was like, "So like table for two, just like you guys are gonna come eat at like 4
We're
p.m.?"
like dressed up, mind you, for a wedding.
I was like, "No, we're here to pick up," and she was like, "Oh yeah, the wedding."
She's like, "Oh, you guys know each other." Yes, yes.
Yes.
that's so
It
funny.
was really cute.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Okay, I think this is a good place to pause and put things on hold. Thank you so much for listening to our first episode back from our break, and we look forward to seeing you in a couple weeks. Bye.
Let's meet again.